Hi, I'm Dominic. I work with Colorado Mountain Club as a part of their trail stewardship crew. Today we've come across a fire ring that violates the principles of leave no trace, and we are going to go over how to deconstruct that. Here's a fire ring that we found that's in violation of the leave no trace principles. For one, it's larger than the 36 inches that is the maximum for a fire ring. Another thing that is a large consideration for us is its proximity to water. And as we can see, this fire ring is well inside of 200 feet. Some other considerations when you're thinking about deconstructing a fire ring are low-hanging branches. Will this fire ring contain a fire? And is this a sensitive ecosystem? For example, the alpine. Before we start deconstruction, let's talk about what we need. It's important to have a pair of work gloves to protect your hands. Another good thing to carry while you're hiking is a trash bag. And today I don't have any digging tools, so I'm just going to makeshift some tools out of sticks and rocks. First thing we're going to do is make sure this fire is out. A way to do that is to take your bare hand and get it close to where the coals would be and see if it feels warm. Next thing we're going to do is pick up the trash. It's important when we're picking up the trash that we're careful not to cut ourselves on any glass or metal. Next we're going to remove the rocks so we can fill our pit. Sometimes the rocks will be a little stuck, in which case we can use a stick or some other makeshift tool. Now we're going to disperse the rocks from our fire ring. Some things to take into consideration when we're dispersing these rocks. Let's try to put the charred side down just for a more natural look and be about 50 feet away from the fire ring to discourage future campers from potentially using the same rocks. In order to better naturalize and disguise this fire ring, we're going to remove and disperse some ash. Some things to think about when we're dispersing this ash is we want to disperse it into the most heavily impacted areas around us. In this case, it's going to be a road. The next thing we're going to do is do our best to level out this pit. We can do that using some makeshift tools that we were talking about before, whether it's sticks or rocks, but often the best tool is just going to be your feet. Now that we've filled our pit to the best of our ability without making more holes around our fire ring, it's time to do our best to disguise the site or naturalize the site. Some ways to do that are with sticks and leaves. In the trail world, we call this duff. And we're just going to do our best to make this site look as natural as possible. Now if there's any camp furniture around, for example, sitting rocks or sitting logs, it's important that we get those out of the way. If the log's large, like this one, maybe enlist the help of a friend. Now that we've deconstructed our fire ring, I'm going to use the Colorado Mountain Club RIMS app to record my work. For more information, please visit the Colorado Mountain Club website.